Hello, my name is Monica Lora. I'm a regional vice president with Arbonne International. And I'm here to share with you a little bit today about my story and a little bit about this amazing brand and this amazing company and how it may or may not be for you. So before Arbonne, I taught college business, morning and evening classes. I absolutely loved what I did. I loved it so much I took a pay cut to become a teacher. Prior to that, I was in marketing and property management and investments. And I'm a UCLA graduate. Grow Bruins. So I absolutely loved my job, but the reality was I was trading a lot of time for not a lot of money. And my best friend Esmeralda Saldana introduced this business to me. And as a business, I'm going to be totally honest, I was a little arrogant and thought, this isn't business. I know business and this isn't it, but I'm going to support you. So I started with the nutrition. Then I went to the skincare. Then I went to the makeup. And I quickly fell in love with how good I was feeling and how great my skin was looking. So I went ahead and I asked her more questions because by this point, my acid reflux had gone away. My cystic acne had gone away after using several medications that never worked or never permanently worked and didn't kill, and this wasn't killing my liver, obviously. And so I asked more questions and I just found out that I was incredibly uneducated about what this company is and does and how it helps people. So fast forward to about 2 years in, she got her white Mercedes and I said, oh my gosh, what am I not seeing? And I went ahead and I just dove in. I was already using that. I was already a brand ambassador. I was already sharing everything and I was already using everything. But I went ahead and did it seriously. In less than 9 months, I got to the second level of the company. And there's only 4 levels, and I'll explain that in a minute. So I want you to hear me out with an open heart and an open mind, because never in a million years did I think I would do something like this. I come from a family of entrepreneurs, of female entrepreneurs, and I, to be honest, never saw long-term success with them. So I was very skeptical that this type of business would work. But I also never saw the product, the type of product that we have. So I want to give you some food for thought as you're listening to me here today, because I have been able to have choices and opportunities I would have never had otherwise. Even with a degree, I could never make the kind of money that I will be able to make, and I could never help the amount of people I will be able and have been able to help through Arbonne. And because of Arbonne, I am a 100% present parent to my 6-year-old and my 3-year-old. And I get to be available to them 24/7 if I want to be, if I choose to be. If I don't want to, well, I can make other choices. But the point is that I own my own time. So I want you to think about it. Consider if you had an extra $1,000 a month, if you could be your own boss like I am, and you could improve your health and help others change their lives. Wouldn't that be the ideal situation? Because that's what I was looking for. That's why I became a teacher. I wanted to help others. That was my goal, my dream since I was a little girl. And I was grateful that I was able to have that. But the reality was, as most teachers know, we don't get paid a whole lot. We don't do it for the money. We do it because we love what we do. But as my family was starting to grow, I needed to make other decisions on how to compensate for that loss of income. So this was my side gig. This was my why not. This was my what if. This is my plan B. And thankfully, I had it because it became my plan A when I lost my job when I was 3 months pregnant with my daughter. So I want you to consider that we are a brand that's been around for 39 years. So that meant a lot to me when I was looking into this company, because I knew as a person who taught business that the success rate of a company depends on the years and how long it's been around and if it's still profitable. And I saw that Arbonne was. After 39 years, we continue to be successful and we're growing exponentially. We're still less than 2% brand awareness. We are on the midst of amazing global expansion. We're currently only in 6 countries: Canada, UK, Australia, Poland, New Zealand, and the US, of course. We're on the cutting edge of research and development. We have proprietary formulas. We are Swiss based. So I love that. We were founded by a gentleman named Peter Morg, and he had this vision to help ordinary people like you and I become extraordinary through health and wealth. And that's what I loved about this. One of the many things that I love about this business and this company is the ethics and the goals behind it from top to bottom. are all about how can we help others and also become the best versions of ourselves. So you're probably wondering, well, what is it and what makes it so special? Our ingredient policy is like none other. We're botanically based, no mineral oil. We're pH correct, hypoallergenic, no artificial sugars, vegan certified, no animal products or byproducts, no animal testing, free of gluten and GMOs, and no artificial dyes or fragrances. We are vegan certified, dairy free, soy free, gluten free, non GMO verified, and we're certified with the Banned Substance Control Group. So any of you who are professional athletes who may get tested regularly to make sure that you're using quality stuff and that you're not enhancing yourself in any way, that's really important to you. Now, the really cool thing is that the types of products we have are stuff that you're already using. We have nutrition. Like I mentioned, that's what I first changed my life. I went from, having no energy to having energy to staying awake in between classes and not needing a nap. We have detox, spa, and sun lines that really help, if you need the self tanner now that summer's coming around, that's not going to harm you. We have no toxins in our products, which I really learned so much from just being part of this company on what toxins are in our products and how quickly they go into our bloodstream in less than 30 seconds. Now, I'm not before this, I'm not a nurse. I didn't research the human anatomy in any way. So I didn't know that the skin was the largest detoxifying organ on the body. So that didn't matter to me. But of course, as I had children, it started to. We have aromatherapy, bath and body, cosmetics. We have toothpaste, underarm deodorant. We have things that people need, not things that people are just going to buy once in a while when the economy's good or when they have a little extra. So what makes us so different is that we are a social marketing company, which is why you're hearing from me in this video, because a lot of what I do is through social media or is done virtually. So unlike traditional retail, where traditional retailer, you're going to have a manufacturer, a wholesaler, a warehouse, an advertiser, and a retailer. Before it gets to the consumer, it has to go through all these hands of people. So that means that they all have to get paid back. So by the time it hits the consumer, either you have a cheap product, a lesser quality product, we have a really, really expensive product, but it still doesn't guarantee that it's healthy and good for you. With social marketing, we have the manufacturer and the independent consultant, and the consumer gets our products through word of mouth through us. So it's wonderful because then the money goes back to creating better products, and also to the consultant, which is why we have such an amazing compensation plan that allows me to be home with my family and still contribute to the household income. So why Arbonne? Why is Arbonne so different of the things I've mentioned? Because I'm sure you could think of some companies that have similar qualities. Well, we have enough variety of product lines that if it's not skincare you need, then there's nutrition. If there's not nutrition, it's makeup. And I think we can all agree that the makeup industry and the nutrition industry is one of the biggest industries in the world. So everybody's looking for that. So we have consumable products. That means that you have to replace them regularly. So once you run out of your shampoo and conditioner, guess what? You're going to get repeat sales. There's a demand for everything that we have because it's not something that just comes around once in a while or you buy once in a while, like maybe some other types of products that, when you go shopping and you want to splurge a little. And I think we can all agree that right now, nutrition, vegan, all of this is really trendy. So it's the perfect time to be part of something that is bigger than yourself and help educate others simply by switching your brands. And the best thing about all of this is I'm able to do it on my time. When I was working full time, I fitted in the nooks and crannies of my day, in my lunch hour, on my weekends, whatever it was. I didn't take away too much time from my family. As my family grew, I had to be more diligent with my time, absolutely. But the point is that I got to do it around my time. And now I choose what I do with my time all the time. I have choices that my mother, as a single mother, never had. As a single immigrant mother, never had. She was raising children. She was trying to get her education and still put food on the table and still buy a home all at the same time. I have choices that she never had. And thankfully, because of her hard work and showing me what's possible, I took that leap and I decided to define my future and give Arbonne a chance. So there's only 4 levels, as I mentioned earlier. The first level, your average income at district manager, you can earn $250 to $1,000 a month. So what would you do with that extra $250 a month? At the time, it was awesome. We find, we were able to pay our car. It was our car payment. It was replacing our car payment. As my check grew, we were able to create a savings that we didn't have. The second level of area manager, your average income is $1,000 to $4,000 a month, which is at the level I was when I lost my job. Who can smile when they lost their job, right? I could, because at 3 months pregnant and only at 37, I was officially retired, I feel, because I was not going to go back to a 9-to-5 job. So at that level, the really awesome thing is that if anything happens to me, my business is willable. My family will continue to receive a paycheck for as long as there's one to receive. How cool is that? The third level, which is where I'm at now, is regional vice president. Your average income is $4,000 to $10,000 a month. What would you do with an extra $4,000 a month? This isn't for somebody who necessarily needs to leave their job, but if you want to, it could be an option for you. Maybe it's that savings. Maybe it's putting your kids through college. Maybe it's paying your own college debt. I'm still paying down my college debt. And you get an $800 bonus towards a white Mercedes. It's your Mercedes. You go find the one you want, and Arbonne sends you a check every month in addition to your commission check. How awesome is that? The last level, so there's only 4, so if you can get to 4, you can get there, is national vice president, which is where we as a team are working towards now. Your average income is $21,000 a month. What could you do with $21,000 a month? Who could you help? Whose life, other than yourself, can you change? Could you help your parents? Could you help siblings? Could you help friends, family, other family members? Could you build a school? Could you build a nonprofit organization? What could you do? And the reason I mention those things is because that's what people at that level are doing. Could you build an orphanage? Like, there's so many amazing things that happen in this company. So there's 3 ways that you can get started. You can host an event. So if somebody else sent you this video, ask that consultant, hey, how do I host a demonstration with just 3 to 4 people around your kitchen table and learn more and maybe try some stuff? The other way is as a preferred client. We always have amazing deals, and we have one going on right now. So again, ask your consultant to see what's going on. And the last way, but the best way, is as a consultant. There's no obligation as of right now to do this as a business. You can simply start getting quality product at a bigger discount where you get 35 to 50% off of everything for 12 months and you renew for only $30. Like, that's better than a Costco membership, and as a consultant, now you have the ability to earn an income if that's in fact what you want to do. And the tax write-offs are phenomenal. I cannot share enough about how amazing my tax season was. And I was actually excited to do my taxes because I had so many write-offs that we got a pretty penny back, which was really awesome. And I didn't have to pay as much, which was really awesome, being that this is my form of income. So I just want you to consider, that what if your dreams could come true? What if those dreams that you had as a child, yet little boy, little girl, could come true? And you had the choice to define your future and nobody else defined it for you. And you could help others all at the same time. And you can decide how and who raises your kids, or if you're still in college, oh my gosh, what if you could graduate college without college debt, which is the number 1 debt in the United States. It's my daughter in the background. So I want you to just consider what would be the possibilities just with an extra $500 a month. Whatever it is that you want to do with this business, you can totally do it. So I want to thank you so much for listening to this video and being patient with me. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Again, my name is Monica Lora, Regional Vice President under the Saldana Nation, soon to be Lora Nation. So I'm really excited about that. But what do you have to lose? I'm going to leave you with just a few questions. The first question is, if you keep doing what you're doing right now, where will you be in 5 years? Good, bad, or indifferent? For me, when that question was posed, I was really dumbfounded with I wouldn't be in a different place. And I really wanted something better for my life. So you can ask yourself, well, what if it doesn't work? And that can stop you. But I want to leave you with, what if it does? What if everything I'm saying can actually happen for you? And you can improve your health, and you can help others, and you can earn a living doing it. Thank you so much.